Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about having an Aquarius sun and Virgo moon in a natal chart. Now, I'm going to elaborate and expound on that. I'm going to be talking about having that sun-moon combination in the natal chart, having an Aquarius sun and Virgo moon in your chart. Now, first thing off, in the basic character, which is the sun, and in this case, the sun being an Aquarius can be unorthodox, non-conforming, altruistic, selfless, considerate, unobtrusive, and ingenious. Now, on the unconscious side, the moon is the unconscious side of the person. The sun represents the conscious side. And the moon being in Virgo on a more unconscious level, the person may be very organized, tactful, scrupulous, analytical, detail-oriented, and systematic. And this person, as far as how this combination may integrate with each other, person may bring that Aquarius altruism into something that could be Virgo related, which can include statistics, analytics, defragging, such as a computer. It could be compartmentalizing, cleaning, health, nutrition, as some examples. And the sun in astrology reflects our basic wants. And the Aquarius sun wants to attain goals and aspirations. And the moon is connected with our emotional needs. And Virgo moon needs work, employment. We all pretty much need that, but Virgo energy can emphasize that even more than the average person. Also needing rendering service, staying busy, and the true self, which is the sun. And the sun, in this case being an Aquarius, can be ingenious, innovative, unorthodox, and eccentric. And the inner self, which is the moon reflects the inner personality. And the inner self, which is the moon, in this case, the moon being in Virgo, can be pedantic, systematic, and very punctilious with details. And you have the sun in astrology is associated with our driving motivation. And having the sun in Aquarius, the person may be driven and motivated to do things that benefit many, and that's Aquarius. And having a Virgo moon, this may be done, feeling like being very meticulous, a lot of meticulous attention to detail, the need to be perfect, doing it, with perfection, and it could be, connected, something with employment, or even something health related, such as having, an innovative idea, which could benefit many, and something that's associated with someone's health and people's health in general, and which is Virgo. Now, an adjustment may be needed if there is an inconjunct aspect that exists between the Aquarius sun and Virgo moon in one's natal chart. Now, an inconjunct aspect is 150 degrees. I use a 3-degree orb. As an example, let's say the Aquarius sun is at 26 degrees and the Virgo moon is at 25 degrees. That would form an inconjunct aspect. And the inconjuncts again can be often be about adjustments. It can be about too much or too little of something. It can be too much tolerance, which is Aquarius, or versus too much criticism, which is Virgo. And the key is to find equilibrium and balance between the two. Now, the sun in astrology is connected with the biological father. So having an Aquarius sun, the biological father may actually be an Aquarius sun, moon, or ascendant, or embody those characteristics. And the moon in astrology is associated with the mother. So having a Virgo moon, the person's mother may actually be a Virgo, sun, moon, or ascendant, or embody those traits. And it's also about the perception of these people. So having an Aquarius sun, the person may perceive the biological father as somebody that's ingenious, innovative, considerate, unobtrusive, altruistic, selfless and future oriented, but may also perceive the biological father as somebody that might be overly, unusual, aloof, detached, non-conforming, rebellious, and erratic. And with the Virgo moon, the person may perceive the mother as somebody that's very scrupulous, systematic, methodical, detail-oriented, organized, clean, and verbose, but at the same time, they perceive the mother as somebody that might be, overly critical, judgmental, fault-finding, um, you know, could be, somebody that's overly pedantic, you know, um, as some examples. And the thing is, too, what makes, this combination, of course, you have, a strong disparity between the sun and moon energy, like you do in most sun-moon combinations in the natal chart. Now, with the Aquarius sun, it's more, where the basic difference, of course, is the fact that Aquarius is a masculine and extroverted sign, and Virgo is a feminine, introverted sign. You have the Aquarius sun, which is about, groups, clubs, organizations, um, getting oneself out there with many people. Um, could be a strong interest in global environmental matters. It's the Aquarius sun. I mean, the sun is about our basic fundamental character. And having an Aquarius sun, the basic character can be, unorthodox and unique and eccentric, and might even, exhibit some idiosyncratic behavior. While the Virgo moon, more unconscious level, wants to be, scrupulous, do everything proper, and is more, tied in with what, society really, what would expect him or her to be, and not be necessarily non-conforming. Virgos can be very critical, and judgmental, while you have the Aquarius sun is more, the basic characters of live and let live, and allowing people, to be free to be themselves and be unique, where the Virgo moon can be more critical of that. So there is, strong contrast between this sun and moon energy. Now, the sun in astrology is connected with our actions. And having an Aquarius sun, the actions can be connected with selflessness, altruism, doing things that benefit many. It could be, doing something on, global environmental level and benefiting humanity. Now, the moon, is about our reactions and responses. And the person, with the Virgo moon may react and respond to things and to be of service, to be helpful. So, you have some similarities, with the Aquarius energy and Virgo energy, even though they're in conjunct by sign, they're very different. But the one thing where they're comparable is about, I'd say, helping others, because, where Aquarius can be very selfless and altruistic again, and Virgo can be very, service oriented. And this is a person, when you look at this as well, okay, the moon is about our emotions. So when this person reacts to something emotionally, it could be lashing out at a person, another person, with a lot of, derogatory and critical remarks, to say the least. So, and again, you do have a strong, difference between, this sun and the moon energy, but in a way, again, as I was stating before, they can be similar, because this can be a very helpful, combination with the Aquarius sun, wanting to give of oneself selflessly, in the Virgo moon having that need to be of service to others. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.